It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got something today from the homies Crypt, Knox Hill. It's called Unbreakable. This collab's been a long time coming. For those of you guys that have been following the community aspect of things for the longest time now, there was a little drama in the past and things like that. I'm pretty sure that it all gotten, fixed a while ago, but they had not done a track together, which I don't think I even realized until they announced dropping this. So let's get into this and let's see what they decided to cook with.
1,000 miles a minute, infinite. They say you finish, I'm in it, stay independent. I never did it for gimmicks, my spirit, I'm independence. They fear it, but then befriend is endear. For men of sin is they cheer it, but then pretend is a pitiful. They bitter full of envy, miserable and empty. Pitiful, so critical, the second that they sense seed. Hit you with subliminals, pretend that they still friendly. Wait until you out of smoke, but I've been building chimneys, don't tempt me. Buck opinions and
I like that, wait until you out of smoke, but I've been building chimneys. I kind of like that. That's the truth, though. Little subliminal people. He jumped right into this first of all, which I enjoyed. But that's a thing, right? Like people be staying friendly, little subliminals, and it's a lot of odd things that go on in music. Rap, very specifically. I mean, I'm sure it happens in other genres of music, but rap is like notorious for that. Notorious for it. It's to the point now, though, where I feel like people will even listen to tracks, like as far as from the fans' perspective, and they'll start hearing things that aren't even there because you just so much expect that there's going to be some subs because that's just the way that it goes, right? Like it's kind of a therapeutic way of just getting shit off your chest. And a lot of times it's not always in a very direct way.
1,000 miles a minute, infinite. They say you finish, I'm in it, stay independent. I never did it for gimmicks, my spirit, I'm independence. They fear it, but then befriend is endear. For men of sin is they cheer it, but then pretend is a.
By the way, the rhyme scheme he's using on this is really, really dope.
Pitiful, they bitter full of envy, miserable and empty.
And I like this part, the miserable and empty. Like I like this part right here too. That switch up was fire.
For men of sin is they cheer it, but then pretend is a pitiful. They bitter full of envy, miserable and empty. Pitiful, so critical, the second that they sense seed. Hit you with subliminals, pretend that they still friendly. Wait until you out of smoke, but I've been building chimneys, don't tempt me. Buck opinions and gutters, man, fuck the critics and others. I cut the lyrics and butter victims. Give me a couple minutes, put the beat in oven dishes. Can't stomach gimmicks, is mutton with it, but what's for dinner? You see Purd, feeling nervy with this pen. Thought you could turn on me, then I'm serving you with men. All these rappers battle me, so certain they would win. Goat heads up on my wall, they never heard from them again. Put in work and I never skip the leg day. Run with me, then you better get a segue. Sharks in the water, but you're swimming in the Meg's lake. Off a bar, lift the iron, pump it like a keg race.
Listen, I'm a huge shark fan. I don't like the ocean. I ain't going in the ocean. I got thalassophobia. But as far as like shark stuff in movies, the Meg movies, my man referring to the Megalodon, I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, this is dope. This might be one of my favorite verses that I've heard from Knox. Obviously, we don't check out every single song he drops, but from what I've heard of him, I like this. It's the most cohesive, well put together. The scheme was dope right from the beginning. The switch up so far have been fire. I like what he's saying in it.
Put in work and I never skip the leg day. Run with me, then you better get a segue. Sharks in the water, but you're swimming in the Meg's lake. Off a bar, lift the iron, pump it like a keg race. I'm from a place where few ever made it big. Believed in me in a room full of atheists. I could be at home in a room full of aliens, but so out of this world, I'm a star, better take a pic. Bitter fools, they liars left me in the trenches. Critics who build pies, pressing me for mentions. Mention me, I'm burning bridges, turning them to murder victims. Certain, well then take a pull, the searching is unbreakable.
I'm fighting for my life. I've been on the broken edge of everything inside. I'm fighting for our time, our stories on the line. Held me down in broken pride, but now it's time to rise.
Okay, featuring Shelby Morgan. I like her. She got a dope voice. I didn't expect her to suddenly pop in. I've never heard of her before, but that fit very well.
I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable.
I done been through so many trials and tribulations, testing my character like an author writing the pages. So many prayers went unanswered, I was losing faith, but little did I know the answer was no. Thank God I made it. All those times that I was soaking in my sorrows, I don't even think about them now, cause they were long ago. The moments in my life when I thought about suicide, now are moments in my life that I just push on to the side. Cause when you're caught up in the moment,
See, I like that. And I know Crypt be putting his life into songs, so that makes me very happy to hear that. The moments in the past that would make him think of just not wanting to be here are now moments that he pushes to the side. And obviously it's not as easy as that, but it's something that he's built and grown to find a way to get through, basically, and saying that it doesn't, cut so deep anymore. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that. It may cut as deep, but he's found a way to get through it. And I love that for the homie. So hopefully he's doing good.
I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. unbreakable.
I done been through so many trials and tribulations, testing my character like an author writing the pages. So many prayers went unanswered, I was losing faith, but little did I know the answer was no. Thank God I made it. All those times that I was soaking in my sorrows, I don't even think about them now, cause they were long ago. The moments in my life when I thought about suicide, now are moments in my life that I just push on to the side. Cause when you're caught up in the moment seems like it's big, but the moment moves on, the momentum will switch. I wish someone told me to roll with the bows and the hits.
I like the way he schemed through that was dope, but just the meaning behind that. When you're in the moment seems so big, right? Like that moment of whether it's a big moment, it's a sad moment, a down, a up, regardless of what it is, it feels like it's everything right there in that second, in that day, in that month, and whatever. It feels like it's the only thing that's ever mattered, right? Sometimes, you don't really realize that you can get to the other side of it. Even when you know you can get to the other side of it, sometimes it still feels that way, and it's hard. And you got to continue to remind yourself that there is another side to things, another half of the coin, so to speak. And eventually you will get there. And once you do, and you look back at it, you realize that it was something that you can get through. And there are some messed up situations. I'm not gonna say that every situation makes you stronger, because some do take a toll. But overall, it equips you. Is probably the best way to put it. It equips you for the future. So I like that. And the way that he went through it, the momentum. Woo.
One moment in my life that I just push on to the side. When you're caught up in the moment seems like it's big, but the moment moves on, the momentum will switch. Woo. I wish someone told me to roll with the bows and the hits, cause it's only up from there when you're as low as it gets. Cause I've done sparred with the devil, sparred with myself in the pit, sparred with the hardest hitter that'll probably ever exist. Crypt, I know where to hit, know I'm vulnerable as it gets, know where my shoulders lowered to get blown up and clipped quick. Now I'm unbreakable. My DNA is stable to the core. I battle with myself, and that's harder than any war. Now I'm ready for whatever. Bring your arsenal of troops. You ain't nothing compared to what I've done put myself through. Valleys will teach you things that mountaintops cannot. Keep it turning till you reach the cream of the crop. The more the moves you make, the more the people will talk. And no matter what you do, just make sure that you never stop.
Facts. And I like how Crypt has, I don't know if it's his own ring, but like, because the fact that he was in a ring, it almost made it seem like they were in the same place, but they weren't. I'm almost positive. But the way that it's edited together and stuff, and him being there, it seems like they're right in the same exact place. But there's a few other things that he said that I really, really did enjoy. Both of them went off on these verses.
The pit, spar with the hardest hitter that'll probably ever exist.
I like that, and I like how he ended it with Crypt. But yeah, spar with the hardest hitter that'll ever exist, and sometimes that's yourself. Like, right? That's what he's trying to say. Like, I was my biggest enemy. I was my biggest obstacle. I was, the problem that I had to get through was within me, right? There's not another person out there that can put it on me worse than I put it on myself. And the fact that I was able to get through that, I'm not as concerned, right? Like that was the hardest shit that I'm gonna get through, is breaking through your own mental barriers, your own mental obstacles, your own issues that you have within yourself. Everything else after that, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's manageable. It's, again, you become more equipped for that kind of shit.
I know where to hit, know I'm vulnerable as it gets, know where my shoulders lowered to get blown up and clipped quick. Now
And then him right there goes on to say, like, he knows all the weaknesses of himself because he's already attacked all of them. He's already attacked all those weaknesses himself, and now he's able to get through that shit. And you're not going to surprise him with something that you're going to do that he hasn't already done.
Sparred with the devil, sparred with myself in the pit, sparred with the hardest hitter that'll probably ever exist. Crypt, I know where to hit, know I'm vulnerable as it gets, know where my shoulders lowered to get blown up and clipped quick. Now I'm unbreakable. My DNA is stable to the core. I battle with myself, and that's harder than any war. Now I'm ready for whatever. Bring your arsenal of troops. You ain't nothing compared to what I've done put myself through.
Facts.
Valleys will teach you things that mountaintops cannot. Keep it turning till you reach the cream of the crop. The more the moves you make, the more the people will talk. And no matter what you do, just make sure that you never stop.
I'm fighting for my life. I've been on the broken edge of everything inside. I'm fighting for a time of stories on the line.
Crypt in the background, kind of doing the background. Ooh.
I've been on the broken edge of everything inside. I'm fighting for a time of stories on the line. Held me down in broken pride, but now it's time to rise. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable.
Crypt in the background gave me chills. Ooh, okay, this was fire. Shout out to them. This is dope that they came together and did this. And I think this is something that a lot of people can actually relate with. You know what I'm saying? Like we all go through our mental battles and stuff like that, some more than others. It's never a competition because we each have our own unique obstacles that we have to get through and ones that we put in front of ourselves. And finding a way to manage that is the key to being able to continue to get through life and elevate and just find that pit of happiness, so to speak. And you're never going to be happy 24/7, but you could find more moments and more moments as you go on and as you learn more about yourself. So never be scared to look inward and never run from your own demons, because honestly, that's probably the worst thing that you can do. It doesn't always seem like it's possible to face them, but I like to believe that it is. So appreciate you guys for stopping in. Let me know what you guys thought about this. This was fire. Shout out to the homies. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. My man Crypt doing his thing. Knox did his thing on this. Probably my favorite verse from Knox that I've heard in quite a while. And I like this concept. And I might have to check out the last song because he did something that was a lot deeper and more reflective. And I seen that it was getting a lot of love. And I didn't get a chance to listen to it myself yet. So maybe we'll do it as an upload. But regardless, if I upload it or not, I got to check it out and listen to it myself, because stuff like that usually hits home for me. And it's something I feel like I might need right now. So appreciate you guys. I will catch you in the next one, homies.